Hey everyone, Tokyo Joe here coming at you live, Tokyo Midtown, Tokyo, Japan. Time to get your Tokyo on with Tokyo Joe podcast. See you on the Tokyo Forum. Get ready to listen to the podcast.
Tokyo Joe, Tokyo Joe, Tokyo Joe, Tokyo Joe. Tokyo Joe, Tokyo Joe, Tokyo Joe, Tokyo Joe.
Hey everyone, it's Tokyo Joe. Okay, time for news, guys. Well, interesting story came out of Japan this week, and this is actually kind of relevant because it's been big press about Groupon. Groupon is a company that gets coupons in groups. That's why it's called Groupon. Basically, you can sign up and you can get all kinds of deals and go to different places. You can eat a lot of stuff for basically for a discount. What you do is you sign up. A number of people sign up, they get a coupon, they can take it to the store, and they can spend just a little bit of money. Rather than spending the full price, they get some goods or some food for a discount. Well, apparently what happened was Groupon's gotten some bad press over here in Tokyo, in Japan, because a bunch of people, just like Tokyo Joe, like to eat taiyakis. What, you might say, is a taiyaki? Well, I'm going to do a podcast on this. Taiyaki is like a fish. It's like a sweet. It's made of kind of a pastry, kind of a donut-y type of material, and inside you get sweet beans and kind of cream inside. So it's kind of a sweet, think of a donut-y type of texture, kind of hot pancake. Like a hot pancake, but it's kind of not pancake. It's like half pancake, half donut, right? But it's a hot one. You get it nice and hot. So you eat it, and inside it's shaped like a fish, and inside there's a lot of sweet stuff, right? Well, basically, Groupon had a deal. You could get 1,000 yen worth of taiyakis for 500. Okay. Basically, the store that agreed to this with Groupon said we're only going to save the first 1,700 coupons, right? And then what happened was it canceled the deal and said we're only going to accept 400 of the coupons. So the people who got the rest of the 1,300 coupons, it's supposed to be valid until sometime the middle of this year, like June, can't use them because the store itself said we're only going to accept 400 coupons, right? Then what happened was the store said that Groupon was too overbearing, okay, because too many coupons, you couldn't deal with it, right? And Groupon was saying it'll help your business, you get a lot of publicity, all right? Groupon would take a 250 yen charge for every 500 yen sale, so that's how the Groupon makes the money, right? So that means a store will only get 250 yen. For what would actually be 1,000 yen. They would ordinarily get 1,000 yen. When they sell 1,000 yen taiyaki, they get 1,000 yen. Well, they said they'll sell 1,000 yen for 500, but half of that went to Groupon. So the store only got 250 yen. All right. And the store agreed, thinking that these new customers will basically buy extra stuff, but they didn't, because the Groupon customers are there looking for a deal. Right? So what happened was the store said, we're only going to accept 400. The rest of you miss out. Interesting. Basically, Groupon is being pretty good about it, I think. I think Groupon's going to give the customers their money back, which is kind of cool. Interesting to see how Groupon works here in Tokyo, because basically, Groupon is for stingy people who want to save money. Or you could say they're for smart people who want to save money. I mean, it's like the people who teach in English having trouble making the money. So they got to do something, and they use a Groupon. Okay, so that's the first story. Hope you enjoy it. Next. Interesting thing happened with the Tokyo Marathon this week. Real interesting. I'm going to post a video on the forum.
The guy called Joseph Tame, T-A-M-E. But he ain't tame, no siree. He's going to be wearing the world's most advanced mobile studio on his own body. Can you believe it? It's got 4 iPhones on notatable mounts, an iPad, and an Android phone. 3 mobile Wi-Fi routers, or Wi-Fi routers, and a 4-in-1 atmospheric monitor and heart monitor. And he's going to wear it the whole 26 miles, running the marathon. I've posted a link to Mr. Tame's website. Is what it allows him to do during the marathon. Basically broadcast a live feed, right? He can use Skype or FaceTime on his iPhone for that. Another thing it allows him to do, because remember he has 4 iPhones, an iPad, an Android phone, 3 Wi-Fi routers, an atmospheric monitor, and a heart monitor. Okay? The other thing it allows him to do is to broadcast all of that information and record it. So you can see the whole thing later on. You can see the atmospheric stuff going on in the atmosphere, and you can see the heart rate, and you can see exactly what happened during the marathon. Very interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff from Mr. Tame. Another interesting story coming out of Tokyo. Who would have thought?
Okay, now it's time for the English industry wrap-up with Tokyo Joe. I've seen a lot of comments recently on the forum about people wanting to help other people who are back home stateside, and they want to come over to Tokyo and teach the English. And you know, if you listen to my podcast about this, you'll know that this is something you got to think about very carefully before you do it. Okay? But I want to read out some of the things posted on the forum, because there's some very interesting things going on right now. Very interesting. Okay? So, let's get on with it. Alright, so, as I was saying, been a lot of activity on the Tokyo Forum. People are asking about teaching the English, which is good, because I want to hear what people have to say about it. And I've been looking around the internet about it. A lot of people are saying stuff about coming over here to Tokyo to teach English. I'd like to read out something posted by Mr. Ueno. Obviously, Mr. Ueno lives in Ueno.